Hello everybody, this is Hervé Ballot. Welcome to this time to open our hearts and our minds to the infinite. Yoga is an ancient science of self and God realization. Yoga is a Sanskrit word meaning oneness, union or unity. It refers to the bringing together of our attention, our awareness, to abide or to rest in our own essential spiritual nature. Yoga is knowing, studying, making experience of our spiritual nature and living in harmony with it. So, today we're going to talk about these big universal laws called the laws of karma and the law of attraction or resonance. The first law of karma, you know it, tells us that when we perform an action, when we pronounce speech or words, or when we have thoughts, it creates some seeds that get planted in the soil of body, one part of the mind that is the tank of all impressions. And this karma is generated by 5 kleshas, the afflictions. You remember that we talk about the ignorance of our own self with capital S, the identification in the mind and the body, the yearning for what satisfies the body and the mind, the aversion for what takes us astray from the satisfaction of the body and the mind, and the fear of death. This tank of impression is filled by these impressions that are called samskara. This samskara can be, and the karma that derives from it, can get developed by 2 big paths. The first path is our destiny. The second one is our individual free will. In our destiny, we have sanchita, which is all the actions, all the deeds, the thoughts and words that we pronounce that get accumulated into buddhi and all through our years of life, either in this life other than the past life. Then we have prarabdha karma, which is a part of sanchita, and is everything that we've been assigned to live in this incarnation. So everything that is in this incarnation, of course, is in the whole actions and all impressions that we could have accumulated in all through our lives. And they have prarabdha, which is all these actions that get sustained, awaiting for the right circumstances to get to their maturation. It's like a little plant, a seed in the soil that waits for a good temperature or a good humidity to flourish. After our destiny, we have our individual free will. With a kriya mana, kriya is the action, which is our free will to change our contingent situation. So everything that we can change. Then we have the Puru Chakra karma, which is the same thing that we can do, but to get a situation, but with a situation contingent and guided by the soul. And then we have Agama karma, with all the new karma, all the new seeds that are being created through our will to planify, to study, and to change our future. Then you have the second law, the law of attraction, of resonance, which is that everything I transmit is what I receive. So I am the origin of my reality. So I'm responsible of my reality. I don't know whether you saw this film, the movie The Secret, which is based on the new thought way of life that we can find in the America, in the United States. And this has been brought by Vivekananda in 1880. Even a little bit more than the arrival of Paramahansa Yogananda in the 1920s. And this tells us that we have to create an agreement between the fundamental emanation of the soul and the deliberate aspirations or intentions. This agreement leads to the real faith. So we should avoid the conflicts between the fundamental emanations and the uncontrolled commands from the inside. These internal commands are the thoughts that get generated by manas, We are talking about 60,000 thoughts every day, and that generates our mind like a computer that writes lines on a screen. These are the eye shadow, that the sum of this eye shadow that I am behind or working behind create the field of resonance. And so we have to control this field of resonance by some little practice. First is to create a priority, an objective through the concentration, the dharana. Then to have the consciousness of our true self through Svadhyaya. And this eye shadow get into the light and then can disappear. We can increase the energy, the prana, try to avoid to drain our energy practicing the brahmacharya with the right yoga, music, etc. Then recordance of the objective through deliberate imagination, that is creative imagination, thing that has been developed by Roy Jean Davis. We'll see it later in a later podcast. And through affirmation, aloud affirmations in the present, and the prayer that has a direct impact on our soul. We can remember the objective also through the repetition, with a currents in the repetition in the mantra or repetition every day of our meditation practice. We have to listen to our emotions, to our sensations, to our intuitions, and create some spaces for relaxing. We have to get used to internal silence through the meditation and act just as if the law of resonance would have already manifested, and get into manifestation what we picture. So, and we'll get back to that with this creative imagination of Roy Jean Davis. And then we can act and let go of all emotive expectations with practicing the non-attachment, aparigraha. And so we should leave the why, the when, the what, the how to the universe, and just leaving it into this Ishvara Pranidhana, this letting go of the results of our actions. So acting without being attached to the result of the actions. So let's try to resonate on these laws of resonance, attraction, and of karma, getting towards our today's meditation. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let us now prepare and direct towards our daily meditation. Sitting comfortably with back upright without leaning, shoulders get down low and relaxed, nape of the neck long but without tension, gaze to the third eye, the Kutashta, the Yin Tang for Chinese. Tongue in Ardha Keshari Mudra, pointing gently on soft palate. Let us go our breathing to its natural rhythm without controlling it. Now, let's get inside. Let's open our hearts and our minds to the infinite, to pure consciousness, omnipresence. One life, one presence, one power, one unique reality that is called by many names. Consciousness, God, Lord, Ishvara, Allah, Jehovah, Rama, Satamanaha, experiencing as you, as me, as everyone and everything that is in the universe. This reality is the source, the support, and the substance of all that is. We are immersed in it. It is in us, around us, between us. We acknowledge that right here, where we are right now, this reality is fully present. Let us recognize and remember that we are like waves on the surface of this ocean of divine consciousness. When we meditate, we return our attention and awareness to abide in that oneness consciousness, recognizing our essential nature. Let's simply move our attention from the periphery of our awareness into the depth of ourselves. Let's put our attention and awareness back at the core of our being, back as waves return to the ocean. Let's become aware of our breath, Notice its natural flow without controlling it. Producing inhalation, exhalation. Breathing in, chant the mantra Hong, breathing your attention within to the energy that goes up. Breathing out, so. Let's go any thought or concept of separation. Observe and leave thoughts and feelings rising and move into the mind and pass away without listening to them anymore. Whenever thoughts, physical sensation in the body or noises in the environment might distract your attention, gently turn back to the observation of the mantra Hong So. Hong, breathing in, the energy gets up. So. Let us now detach our attention from mantra and the movement of energy, prana, chi. Take consciousness of your physical body, of its contact and mass on the ground. Breathe deeply in, then a profound whisper. Peace emanates from the essence of our being and pervades the mental field, our emotional nature, and our physical bodies. When we carry this portable peace with us, anywhere we go, like said Paramahansa Yogananda, slowly, gently, when you're ready, open your eyes. As we abide in this peace now, let it overflow as blessing for all beings everywhere. Let your inner light shine into the world, and remember to bring in the silence of your heart peace and joy to all that you meet. Namaste.